out of absolutely nowhere, Friday morning, THQ Nordic dropped the trailer for the newest map coming to Way the Hunter, Tickamoon Plains, based in Africa. And if you want to see my video on that, I'll link that in the description where we go over all the new things in the trailer and reactions to them. As for the relevance to today's video, one thing that was shown in that trailer was a compound bow, and it's something that myself and a lot of other players have wanted in Way the Hunter from day one, and I'm super excited they are finally coming to the game. So, what we'll be doing today is hunting with the crossbow, kind of in preparation for the compound bows being added to the game, and we'll do so here on Aurora Shores, mostly because there's still a lot of trophies we haven't yet gotten from this map. Now, this was not an opportunity that I saw coming, but if we can keep on sneaking in here, and let this Bison close a little bit of the distance as he keeps working to the right, we might have a chance to take one with a crossbow, which I don't think we've done since, like, our first crossbow hunt ever here on Aurora Shores, so we'll try to get to maybe 70 or 80 and try to let one fly here, but it'd be pretty cool if we can manage to pull this off. So, I'm gonna say about 67 meters will work, and from memory, it's the second dot down on the crossbow scope for around 70, so we're gonna launch this. That hit right in the crease of the shoulder, and that looks to be pink blood. The maybe significant part about that blood in particular, if that does indeed bring him down, and I think he's stumbling already, is he gonna go down right there? He literally ran like, where do we hit him at? Maybe 50 yards? He's gonna have to take some time to expire, so we'll sit here a minute. We've never long shot a Bison with a crossbow. The one that we did get in that video I referenced was a spine shot at, like, I don't know, 80 yards. It was complete luck. That's a pretty cool way to start this video. That gives me a lot of confidence too for our ability to make the compound bows work. And that is him tipping over right there. So probably took, I would guess, a minute or two to expire once he bedded down. But to go back to the confidence in making compound bows work, calling in animals is one thing. That's always going to be possible as long as you're still, and if the wind is halfway decent, you can really call in anything to any range. Animals like Bison you can't call though. Spot and stock is pretty key, and we got the 70 there and landed that shot exactly where we wanted it. Now, with the crossbow, it still hit with less than recommended energy, but it penetrated almost up to the fletchings in the right lung and still got him down really quickly. Maybe shouldn't have shot it, 81%. Looked to be a pretty small 1-star adult, though I think we're going to be okay. I will be curious to see what's going on our Aurora Shores map right now, because we have, I think, 3 different 4-star Bison on this map, and they've changed the way aging works and stuff for them, so I really want to keep a close eye on them. And it should still be, I think for a bit, Bison drink time, so we may jump down to the location that we have the herd with 2 of them, and just see what they look like. No way. One of our Bison is finally a 5-star. I've been trying to spot him this entire time. I spotted the 4-star a while ago. They're separated by like 1 year, or maybe the 5-star has better genetics, I don't know. But when they got to 4-star, what is now the 5-star got to 4, and the 3 remained a 3 for 1 extra year. I've been waiting for this for forever here on Aurora Shores, and we literally just found out we are at least capable of taking a wood bison with the crossbow. Seems like that's a necessity. We gotta try to get this guy with the crossbow. I think it's gonna be tough to stock into position, but we just did it once, we're gonna try to do it again. We're approaching 70 meters with this one. The problem is, he's facing exactly away from us. If he was here, we'd be set to go. And by the way that I've been able to stock in this close has been just with a lot of pauses, just a quick 2 meters here and there, and then wait. Don't do too much movement to let him catch on to you, and it lets us get closer. The problem is, the one that we're trying to get seems to be kind of leaving the herd. I think he'll come back if we're just patient with it. They're kind of onto us, but he is turning broadside at 80. If he stays there, we're gonna have to deal with a little bit of the wind pushing it. Let's see if he just stops. Because I think we can get this if we just aim high. But I want him to stand still. With the wind and him moving, it's just too much to worry about. Of course, he has that one standing right in front of him, too. He's stopping. Oh, that hit a little further back than I wanted. Could that end up bringing him down? I am really surprised at how much that pushed that bolt. We might need another shot, and that could get way more difficult. That's him standing there. I don't see any more blood tracks. Boy, I really didn't think there was going to be that much wind resistance. The only hope is that it's maybe an intestine shot, because that could eventually bring him down. The track could be really rough, though. I don't know that that was our best move. This has taken way longer than I wanted it to, but we've got these bison walking in pretty much straight to us. The only problem is our 5-star is not nearly in the front, and when they get within reasonable crossbow range, we're not going to be able to see them. So we're going to try to creep up to where we can see down in here, maybe 50 yards away. If they're coming this way, I'll let them get as close as they can, but my only concern is that this guy already is in the area of 90 and our 5-star is pretty far behind him. This is going to be really interesting. We're at like 55 yards in closing. I almost want to alert him like a little bit, just to get him to stop. Like, he's broadside there, and I think they do know we're here. There's no shot at all, though. And I really don't think, like, if they continue up through here, I don't see a reasonable way that we can actually identify who's who. Like, I just don't think we're going to be able to get the spotting info to show up. That's the 4-star. So that has to be the 5. He's 16 yards away and just standing there. As long as we don't have to worry about hitting the brush there, I think we should be okay. The wind's not an issue. Let's see if we can tuck this in there. That dropped him. I really hope that's the right bison. There's a chance it's not, but it looked like a mature, and he had big horns. I don't see any others coming out of there, because this is the 4 here, I think. Aggressive bison in this position would have been amazing, by the way. I've got that bug where I can't use my binoculars, so fingers crossed. Is this the right one? Oh no. Wait a minute, was this a female? Oh, it was. No way. Where was the 5-star at? It looked like it had such huge horns. I just had that realization literally after we shot. We killed an albino on stream, and it had really impressive horns. Had I thought of that like 30 seconds earlier, we might have had a 20-yard shot. That took so long. And now we gotta try to find him again. That's our 5-star bison, 77 yards away. And we already learned the wind affects the crossbow more than it might seem, especially when we're looking at 36 feet per second wind. So, gonna have to aim considerably to the right. Gonna try to drop this in there a little bit better this time. That looked, I think, good. Man, I can't tell. It doesn't look like enough blood. Did it hit low? Man. Over 2 on that. I really thought that shot was going to land. It must have dipped too low. And I know we could use the hunter sense. I'm intentionally refusing to do that because I think it takes away part of the point of hunting with a crossbow. Though at this stage, we've shot him twice and still haven't landed a kill shot. Hopefully we can find him again, because I don't even know what direction they went in. They kind of ran down towards the edge of the map, and I think they went east. We are going to do our best to get as close as we can, because obviously we need it, but I just want to take a look. And of course he's going to turn away. That shot looked fine. He's getting actually to a position that may have him closer than he's been this entire time. 60 yards. I mean, we wouldn't even need to aim high. And if they go behind that hill, they're basically gone. We gotta wait for an angle. That's more along the lines of what I'm hoping for. If he's gonna stay right there, I think we're gonna try this again. Try to get this to land where we want it. Please tell me that's a long shot. I can't imagine how it wouldn't be. I think he's finally stumbling. This has been a saga. I really want to know where the shots hit. And by the way, now that we saw the first crossbow bolt in his side, you may be wondering when we shot the female, why I didn't look for or see the crossbow bolt. We crashed in between the first shot and then finding them the second time, so there was no crossbow bolt to be found. This went in no way how I wanted it to. I'm pretty proud of the third shot, the first two not so much, but when he expires, I really want to know what happened, because that one actually looked good. I think it was our second shot, it had to have been, and he just tipped over. So let's run over there and see. Gonna be our first 5-star Bison. Again, a little bit of an anticlimactic way to get him, though the stock in to this point was quite something, buried all the way up to the fletchings. So this was shot one, man. So we were way too far back. We had it perfect, like up and down though. And you know what we did? I think we shot over the intestines and right behind the liver, or did it hit? It basically hit the rib and stopped. So that angle may not have even worked with the lungs. Second shot, oh, it was actually fine. I thought it looked okay. We hit him right in the lung. That's so interesting. Like at 70 yards, the first one we had no issue. 78 yards? I guess that was a little bit too far. And then third shot, high lung, and enough to bring him down. Okay, I feel a little better. Most of our shooting was actually okay. We just maybe overestimated ourselves a touch and overestimated the crossbow a touch. 92% for that guy. All this work, we've been watching this guy since he was a 3-star adult. A 465 score. If the other one in that herd reaches 5-star, we're not going to do that. We're definitely going to try to take that with a gun, but what a wild 3-part saga to get that guy. So much so, I just realized I forgot to take a trophy shot with him, but I suppose that is what it is. Now, I want to go back to the trophy lodge and place our Bison. However, I want to pull back the curtain a little bit here and show what was meant to be at least the start of this video. I didn't know this was here. We were just heading out for a normal hunt, and then I spotted a 5-star Alaska moose, but as you can tell, he is not behaving like a typical moose. He is basically standing sideways and doing whatever that just was. So, while I do intend to take him, we're going to go with the 300. I don't think we can actually call him in. I tried to once we initially spotted him, and he just gets stuck on everything. He can't seem to come into a call. So I thought that would be a pretty lame way to start out a crossbow hunting video, shooting a 5-star with the 300. So we're returning to this spot after what was already, I'm going to say, the most chaotic hunt we've ever had in Wave Hunter. And now we're going to take a sideways standing moose with the 300. So trying to get to a spot where I think we have any chance at hitting the lungs has been a little tougher than I thought. We actually just spooked them, and they ran out to that location. That feels doable. Not the most, you know, impressive 5-star when he's kind of stuck like that, though considering the situation with the Bison, I don't know which ends up being more an impressive feat. I'm gonna say they might both be tied for least impressive 5-stars we shot in Wave Hunter. We did manage to get left lung and liver, and a little bit of intestines. I mean, at the angle he was standing, I'm not too surprised that's what happened. I will be curious to see what this guy actually scores though. 93% is not bad for them. 450 on the dot. I want to say 440 or somewhere in that area is 5-star for Alaska moose. They are a little bit different than most species. But yeah, the initial plan had been head out for a hunt. Literally the first thing we spotted was that, and when we couldn't call him in, I kind of knew things had maybe aged because he was a 5-star. That's why we went and checked on the Bison again, and that just started quite the fiasco. But in the end, 2 new 5-stars for the Trophy Lodge, including one we had not killed a 5-star of before. And by the way, I'm not sure why this was done, but all the plaques now on the chimney up here are like staggered. They're not in the center. It did help. Our elk used to clip just the tiniest bit, and now it doesn't. Maybe that was the point, but I do kind of wish they were all centered. It kind of bothers me looking at that and them being all out of alignment, but I always wanted to put a 5-star wood bison there. We finally did it. Only took 3 shots to get him with the crossbow, but at least we got him down, and You know, the point was to get back into the swing of things today with archery hunting in preparation for using a compound bow. One thing we definitely learned is to take the wind into account and probably get a little bit closer than we think we need to. Got our 5-star moose from today's hunt as well here, and by the way, I mentioned also in this video having killed an albino female wood bison on stream. I can't find a single spot in this trophy lodge, wall plaque, or platform where we can place a female bison. If I'm missing it, feel free to let me know in the comments where I could actually place that, because I'd like to display it, but at the moment, it doesn't seem like that is actually possible. But I intended for this hunt to have probably way more variety in kills, more total kills, and then just the events of it. I feel like this is a perfect place to end this video. Just complete chaos, but 2 5-stars and one we had never had by the end of the hunt. So on that note, that's going to do it for this video. So as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.